Oh no. Acerbate, good to see you, brah. Tournament starting in 15 minutes. The Pawnda Fast Rapid. We've got 6 players, hoping for maybe 30 or so before the end of the night. 6 rounds, 7+5 casual, Zen chess, De Los Santos, Urek, Acerbate, and Pirate. Gary Kasparov, quote, alright, here's the link. Link in the description. Here's the link. Copy. Live. Pawnda and Horses Club. Message. Last call. Dear people. Dear friends and enemies. Dear friends. Join us now for our weekly rapid event. Exclam. Almost spelled that right. I'm such a good typist. Join us weekly for our weekly rapid event. Exclamation point. Paste. Alright. Last call for alcohol. Someone say alcohol. Because we don't do Title Tuesday. Never. Ever in my life. Okay, last call for the tournament. The anti-Title Tuesday. Pawnda Rapid Arena. Pawnda Fast Rapid. Where's Mr. Coffee? We're missing Mr. Coffee. Drink. Drink, my friend. Drink. Drink 1 beer while we play. Moderate alcohol use could reduce incidence of Alzheimer's. Light alcohol. I don't think that's what it's about, man. I think the studies like that, it's like people who drink moderately or a little bit of alcohol are just like sensible people. So they have the reason why they have less dementia is because their whole lifestyle is totally healthy. You know, it's healthy to. It's not like drinking alcohol reduces your prevalence of getting Alzheimer's. It's the population of people who are drinking just a beer or 2 a week are probably very health conscious people. What's up, Acerbate? Drinking alcohol is not going to reduce the chances I get Alzheimer's or dementia, I think. But it's worth a try. Gary talks greatly of Botvinnik, yeah. He does, doesn't he? Well, he respected him. I wouldn't call it greatly. You know, with deference. With deference. Botvinnik tried to take the mystery out of chess, relating it to situations in ordinary life. He used to call chess a typical inexact problem, similar to those with which people are always having to solve in everyday life. Who's that? Sorry. Mr. Coffee's here. Nice to see you, Mr. Coffee. Aldisto. Zen Chess. We got 2 players quite high rated. Mr. Coffee with 500 bits. Badoop. Thank you for the donation. We had a hype train on Sunday. Thank you guys for that. This is our first donation of the week. First cheer of the week. 500 bits from Mr. Coffee. Good to see you, Mr. Coffee. Didn't see you on Monday. Monday morning. How's my dementia doing? We've got 10 minutes till tournament start. Aldisto, Zen Chess. Aldisto 2436, Zen Chess 2283. Ken. The person ranked number 5 in the starting list, who shall not be named. Urek. Asterbate. Niles, who abandoned the simul on Sunday. Niles, where did you go? You can't do that. You cannot join our simuls and then leave after 3 moves. This is not cool. Simul abandonment is not cool. Pyrat. We've got 9 players. Where is Mo? Wait, who's Mo again? Deep breathing. Zen chess with 600 bits. I don't like your new stream greeting. Person who shall not be named. Zen chess, 600 bits. Thank you, 500, Mr. Coffee. 600 for Zen chess. Do we hear 7? Do I hear 7? All right, beer. We've got 1 beer. Okay, we've got 6 rounds. So dense. The density around here. Density. High density. Alright. Sparkle Horse. Aldisto. Zen Chess. Hugo. Hugo coming in at number 4. Ken. Number 6. Urek. Asterbate. Niles. Pyrat. 10 players. Density. What could insult Saji? I don't know. Can you think of something? Someone could say that would insult me? Alright. I've been insulted. That's alright. That's alright. I can take it. Sparkle Horse, Aldisto, Zen Chess. Thanks, guys, for joining. I feel my brain fog. Brain fog is real. The brain fog is real. And it was not brought on by drinking beer. Thank you guys for the cheers, Zen Chess and Mr. Coffee. I'm going to try for oxygen. Greetings, chess people. Will oxygen? It's extremely cold outside. I'm probably going to freeze myself. Maybe oxygen will help. Greetings, chess people. Who's Lorraine, anyway? That reminds me when I was a little kid. Lorraine. I think my aunt had a friend who gave me a stuffed animal or something, whose name was Lorraine. It's funny how you remember some totally distant memory from when you're 3 years old. You found the Da Vinci video editor. The rain. I really hate the rain. It's constantly the raining here. Thanks to CWJ Loof. Is that McFly's wife? Oh, I never watched Back to the Future from beginning to end. It's one of those movies I just boycotted it because it was just too. Everyone liked it. It was I don't know. Alright. It was like E.T. I didn't watch E.T. till I was 40. I just didn't want to jump on the bandwagon. I was everybody likes E.T. I'm not going to watch it. Damn, Asterbate. Relax now. Settle down. Settle down. Yeah, I hate like overly popular things. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say, WJ Live. I think you put it in a way that exactly. It's like rooting for the team that's like the everybody's favorite. I like underdogs and indie things and not like the popular thing. So I didn't like E.T. when it came out because it was such a sensation. I wanted to be a rebel and I didn't want to go watch it. All right, we've got 4 minutes till the tournament starts. Sparkle Horse, Audisto, Zenchess, Ujwal, Hugo, Dinekis, Ken de los Santos, Sumaher, Urek, and Hiroku, as well as Astrobate, Niles. And again, Niles, do not do that again where you drop out of a simul. Pyrat. You hated Nirvana when it came out. Yeah, I wasn't a huge Nirvana fan either. I mean, I like indie music and grunge, but Nirvana went a little too far. Yeah, it became too mainstream. But I think Nirvana, a lot of their popularity really came after Kurt Cobain died. You see, like, young kids walking around with Nirvana t-shirts. Like Yankees hats in Budapest or something. Dude, there's a lot of bands that were better than Nirvana, man. I like Kurt Cobain's girlfriend's band better than Nirvana. But anyway. Sparkle Horse, Audisto, Zenchess, Ujwal. Huge problems. Dinekis, Goiju, Ken de los Santos, Schumacher, Urek. It's hard for indie music to go mainstream. That was a kind of weird time. My glass smells like a fraternity house. The memory of fraternity beer parties. Alright, when your whole house smells like beer. Lots of bands inspire kids to play guitar. Yeah, now it's just pop music is everywhere. I feel like it just gets worse. The pop music just gets worse. It just gets more and more dominant. And other stuff gets pushed to the side. There's a lot of good music out there, but very little of it gets exposure. How can... I mean, there's too much out there now. Your niece called me and told me she won her first chess game at the chess club at her school. Mr. Coffee, I didn't know you had a chess-playing relative. It runs in the family, obviously. Genetic talent. I have never had any chess-playing relatives that I know of. But my cousins were, like, proud of me for being a... I was told by my cousin that all my cousins were proud of me for being a chess player. That's the closest I can come to having a relative who played chess. Alright. We are going to begin here in 1 minute. Youth is the chess future. Youth chess is overly promoted. It's like Nirvana. They need to do more for adults. Jabava band, dude. He probably threw a tantrum because he didn't like the result of an arena tournament or something. You know, for a guy who's like 2,700, Jabava has some emotional issues. What's interesting is like how far he could go, despite like his notable sort of sense of lack of self, emotional control. Usually throwing tantrums about something, I assume. That's what he did on lichess. Alright. Goiju. It's all rumors and mirrors. Ooh, Asabi was in the mosh pits. Look out, guys. Baltimore. The Baltimore mosh pits. Boston 89, man. I was at the Rathskeller. That's where music was invented. Did he go on like a racist rant or something? He's the next Bobby Fischer. No, let's not draw inferences. Obviously, he had an issue with a Chinese player. All right, C4, E6. Yeah, I don't know much about Jababa, but he seems like he has issues with self-control. It's difficult to get to 2700 when you have issues with self-control. You know, I would think like that would be a real hindrance. I mean, mostly strong chess players are very controlled. So he must be immensely talented. Despite his lack of self-control, he still managed to reach like 2700. Although he's down now, you know, he's rating deflation has him down low 2600s, I think. But still, Masturbate, who'd you see in 86? 86, I was like in high school, freshman year in high school. Junior high school, actually, 8th grade. I was listening to classic rock music. It's all I had exposure to back in 86. So he got you into Twitch. Oh wow. Pink Floyd. 1986. He's engaging. Well, he's passionate. You gotta give Yubaba credit for being A, passionate, and 2, B, creative. Challenge. We've got a challenge from I Have a Face. Alright then. So why can't I play d5 here? What the heck? What the heck, man? Baltimore. What are you doing? Did you live in Baltimore, Astrobate? That might be worse than Philadelphia. I don't know how it was in 86. Alright. Black's not supposed to allow d5 here. You have a bad Benoni. Bad Benoni. Do you remember the game I had the other day? It was actually quite similar to this. I had black on my simul on Sunday against someone. I think we could like virtually transpose to that game. Bishop d3 isn't a bad move. Is it? Oops, I hung a pawn. Is b5 a thing, I wonder? Just in case. Wonder if a4 is a mistake. Guys, welcome to our tournament. Let's see how many. It's going to tell me you're in a game. You're playing a game. 17 players. Cheesy Noob, of course, in first place. Already got a win in like 6 moves. Let me guess, with a c3 opening. Cheesy Noob is not a computer, but he's very annoying to play against with a bizarro style. You gotta take him very seriously. Oreo Speedwagon. Damn, you're making me remember, like, you're making me remember the Columbia Record and Tape Club. Wow, bishop e5, knight d7, bishop c6. Is that a thing? Damn, rook e8. Am I going to play this? What am I going to do next? Wait and see what happens. Yeah, 1 set for 13 cassettes. I bet Asterbait had a membership. I think I might have actually had an 8-track, if I remember correctly. 8-tracks were just like really... 8-track tapes were just really just dying out in the early mid-80s. So I remember you could still order 8-tracks. You would choose a record, 8-track, or cassette. Like 3 options. That I did not expect. Knight on fd7. Why? Why? Why would you do that? Where do we go? The obvious square. Now black's bottled up. I don't understand why he played knight fd7. Victrola. You see a lot of those over here at like flea markets and stuff. We used to have a flea market in the city park here near to where I live, but they tore it down. Used to be able to go on Sundays and like find all kinds of cool stuff. They have a really nice flea market. Speaking of flea markets in Vienna, I've been a couple times. Not a hobby of mine, but it's interesting. Alright. Next. Yeah, this is like my game, except I have my knight a6, knight c7, and my queen was on d7, so it became a Schmid Benoni when I was black. This is the Jeremy Silman structure. I'm 100% sure of nothing here. I don't really know. Silman had a good example in one of his books with this pawn structure. I remember. I don't really know his stuff that well. I don't own and I'm not related to, responsible for anything regarding Jeremy Silman, but I do remember one good pawn structure example he showed in a similar structure where he was able to play for a5, but now black's too well protected at c5. So I don't have f4 I don't have a5. I might have b4. But that's looking difficult to get in as well. So it's a little hard for white to make progress here with no breaks. Look, Ma. No breaks. Now this is like the wrong idea. A lot of people think you should automatically just make a pawn break because you can, but the strong point. I don't like attacking that e5 strong point. You're going to just give up, give black a good square for his pieces. So what should white do here? We could try to build up, you know, with g3. Knight maneuver. The acerbate maneuver. Oh man, I don't know, guys. I don't know what to do here. I know that white is better with a protected passer, but it's hard to break through. No obvious breaks. All right. Bad plan. Is a bad plan truly better than no plan at all? A lot of people say that all the time, but I don't know. I'm not really sure. That's just like a common thing to say. People just say it because it sounds cool. A bad plan is better than no plan at all. Really? I'm not sure, you know? With no plan at all, like, you might accidentally make a good move here or there. Not 100% convinced by that theory. Okay. People just like saying stuff that sounds good. Bad plan. That's like saying, okay, f4 is better than not having a plan. f4 is a bad plan, so that's better than having no plan? Concretely making a bad move is better than having no plan? I don't think so. Now what? Uh-oh. Oops, I did it again. This was a non-bad plan. This was actually a good plan. Exactly. If you have no plan, you might like just accidentally find some good moves or something. I try to stay away from the bad plans. That's the key. Like f4 is like a move I'm reluctant to play in most cases. Oh no. The Benoni. Quite often is misquoted from Patton. A good plan violently executed now is better than the perfect plan next week. Yeah, I mean, that can be applied to chess. It's a kind of practical approach. You're not seeking perfection. But that's pretty different, really. Well, anyway, the backup plan worked. The Petrosian-esque knight b1. But he didn't have to do a5. That's funny. He just totally destroyed his own position by doing the b5. Self-destructo. And now desperation. Classic, epic desperation with f5. Truly epic desperation. Look, ma. Yeah, okay, f4. We win material. I guess there's a lot of good moves here for our hero. You can have it. I don't want it. It's too fat for me. Alright. So what did I just like win a piece? I won a whole piece and nothing but the piece. So help me God. Nice. Calmly allowing the devastating rook g7. Now wait a minute. Wait just a minute here. Looks like I'm going to have to give up the queen for the two rooks. Is that necessary? Do you have another suggestion? Could get a little hairy here. What? You have to play, or you're supposed to play rook g7 there. Wow. Uncompromising. No rook g7. Wow, dude. That's crazy. Holy crap. Crap. I said that. My queen. Is my queen crapped? Damn, he's like violently aggressive. Where do you come up with this stuff? Reminds me of playing Hey It's Miro a little bit. Unbelievable. My knight is like trapped on the side of the board. We get this a lot. People that are like just pros at playing super fast at the end of the game. End of the game part. Oh, I hung my rook. God damn it. I didn't see that. Increment master. He has a threat for every occasion. It's crazy. Dude, what is your deal? How do you have a threat for every occasion? Tired of this, really. Tired of this. Okay, do whatever. What a psycho. He's such a psycho. always has more time. Unbelievable. Queen G8. You found it. Oof. Man, that was quite a game. That was just round one. Jeez. He didn't seem to care if he was down a piece or rook or whatever. He just kept throwing sinks at me. Like, damn, dude. Alright, man. Thank you for the sink attack. Zealot charge. No matter how distracted, always read that small note. Which note? Damn, my eyes. Eye strain. The need for glasses is real. I'm just gonna rest my eyes for like 2 minutes. Be like my aunt, who was basically like my grandmother almost. I have to rest my eyes for 2 minutes. Too much screen time for Saji. I thought it was like brain fog, but I'm beginning to wonder. I really need to get glasses and see what that does. The optometrist is calling. You might be surprised. I might... Cheesy knew like won his game in 3 moves. What was that about? Any upsets? No upsets? All the higher rated players won. Hunter 1998 with the bye. Total of... I like how Niles doesn't... he doesn't have a number. Oh no. What? Absent? Oh, he didn't show up here. So Niles bailed in my simul, and then he doesn't show up in the tournament either. He's like absentee player. So you can highly guess your next opponent. Cheesy knew. I always get black against Cheesy Noob too. Arf. Tezek. Huge problems. Hugo. Well, we got a notification. Cosmic Fear Mode. By the way, Move 11 resubscribed earlier for 68 months. Only 68 months, Move 11. Why am I so tired, man? Alright. Hugo problems. It's your turn. Did you play this against me before? I played the exact same thing against you before. Okay. We'll have to switch it up. I don't like playing the same thing too many times against the same players. Bad idea. Oh, this was how I got the crazy Benoni. This is how I got the weird Benoni the other day. Against a new player in the simul. Wow, same move? What a coincidence. How come everybody plays A3? No, I played C5 here. But that's not obligatory. There's no reason that that's obligatory. I could play like 94. What would Chernyshov do? I don't know. Move 11. Maybe the E6 variation. So I tried C5. I didn't really like what I got there. I would say E6. Least amount of complications. But I don't know. Another move I thought about was C6 for black against the Trumpowski. This is like a Schieber-Spieler thing. Knight takes C3, knight G5. Wait, what? How come in the main line, knight takes C3, knight G5 doesn't work? There. Does anyone understand that? The genuine. I don't know, man. I got brain fog again, but I didn't eat a lot of carbos. I don't understand why I got the freaking brain fog. Brain fog without carbs? Why am I getting brain fog? There's also C6. I know you're thinking, well, what is that knight on A6 doing? Oxygen didn't help. I ate a huge salad for dinner. I mean, that can't give me brain fog. I mean, a really healthy salad. There's no carbos. Low electrolytes, maybe. I don't know, in my blood test my vitamin D levels were low. When I had a blood test a couple weeks ago. I'm not sure if that could be connected. One of the things that I noticed, besides high cholesterol and triglycerides, was a low level of vitamin D. What kind of effect does that have on people? Immunity. I have immunity to prosecution. Yeah, I even had high cholesterol when I was younger. I remember, even in my 20s, I was surprised because I don't have enough like good cholesterol. It's not so much that I have like a lot of bad cholesterol, but not enough. My body doesn't produce enough like good cholesterol. Vitamin D was surprising though. Alright, what are we gonna do here? Build the wall. The Chernyshov. And I lost this horrible game against Chernyshov in this line. I'm 0-2 with white in this system. So I'm trying to test it out on other innocent victims. Maybe I should just play knight c7 there. That's what Chernyshov would do. Knight c7, super knight. I have one big pawn chain. Dude, I need salmon. I need to eat seafood. I went to the market the other day and the freaking the fishmonger was like not there. I don't know. I wanted to buy some fish, and the like shopkeeper was just like not there. Well, that's great. Have a shop, you know, and just don't be there so people can't buy stuff. It makes a lot of sense. Yeah, fish is good for you. Fish is good for your brain. I ate some tuna for dinner. It's not the same. Get out. Tuna salad for dinner. Berber. You're threatening me to play e4 here? Oh, I can play d5. It's the Stonewall Dutch. Ugh. I don't know if I like this. This is not that great as I had hoped. Pawn takes pawn. Just move to Florida. Yeah. I'll just snap up some real estate. Florida, I love Florida. California, maybe. Maybe like Montenegro would be a better idea. I need a plan. Alright. It's ugly, but I'm going to do it. You hope I never go back. You're probably not the only one. I went to Disney World. All I got was a stupid t-shirt. Alright. Then I don't like this position. My opponent started to play rather well, I feel. That's not allowed. This position is highly dubious, but I can get back here, maybe. I'm just not used to playing the freaking Stonewall Dutch, man. Right. I have friends in Tampa Bay. They're not that crazy. It can't be that bad. I don't know. The maneuverability. Boy, I'm really enjoying the Stonewall Dutch. You're saying the hillbillies are in the north? It's cool, whatever. Stonewall Dutch. We love ourselves the Stonewall Dutch here. Magnus likes the Stonewall Dutch. Phew, I don't know about this. That's a surprising move, though. I understand the A4, but it wasn't my biggest fear. There are worse things that could have happened, probably. G5, anybody? I feel like we're kind of hanging on now. It's a good thing nothing is like in discovery range of the undefended knight on d6. I didn't even bother to check. Knight g6. Yeah, I thought he should have played c4 when he had the chance. A4 is good, but it's not as good. Not as powerful. I feel like black is hanging on now. The Ginger Dutch. Ilyan Janevsky. Or Ilgin Janevsky. Ilgin? It's a weird name. It doesn't sound Russian. Ilyan? How do you pronounce it? I think I didn't sleep enough. A bad sleep last night. That must be what it is. Beer doesn't seem to have an effect one way or the other. It's like I have a food coma, but I don't know why. The Black Lion variation is a Philidor. Yeah, that's different. Aspmate got Black Lion confused with the... Oh, Knight G4. That's fine. Whatever. I don't care about that. Look, you are my father. Our position is suddenly good, for lack of a better word. I would call it good. Yeah, he made a strange exchange, you know. His bishop is pretty good for a bad bishop, but I don't think Knight G4 really bothers me at all. Would you rather have a good bad bishop or a powerful knight? Yeah, black is objectively like bordering on better. Whereas before I thought he was clearly better. Still, I would never beat a computer from this position. Almost certainly. But a human being, definitely. Maybe I made a mistake. I've been known to. I think this is another one. Phew, that was close. That was close. Ooh, the triple. B-Jock just gifting a tier 1 sub. Wow. I'll forgive you for your indiscretions for that. He gifted tier 1 sub to Schmalengrad. That queen on a6 is really weird. I don't like that queen on a6, actually. If I'm being honest about it. You still don't know what you did? Are you serious? I told you hurt my feelings. I'm very sensitive. But I'm not going to repeat what you said. E4. No. It looks like white is like panicking. Today. The second time you did it. Recently. The survivor. Survivors. Survivors of the universe. Okay, what's the deal here? Okay, what's the deal? Damn. Wait, what? We won't talk about that. What? 2 pawns up now. Maybe. Could be. Oh no. Look, man, no win. Still no way to finish him off here. But we'll let it go. Free pawn. Not exactly. I'm so tired of this. I thought I hung my rook, but it's defended by a pawn. I almost jumped up. I was like, whoa, my rook. Wait, what? Oh yeah, rook check. Rook check. The diagonal of doom. I only need one. Oh no. This guy's never gonna leave me alone. think he's a bullet player? No. Stalemate. You have that check. Oh my god. That's awkward. Yeah, I knew you'd fall for it. Alright. Another tough one. Zen Chess 2-0. Cheesy Noob won again. Saeed's 2-0. Ujwal streaming against and playing against Aldisto. Good game. Ooh, Aldisto losing. But is he lost? Oh man, that's rough, dude. Ujwal 21-53. Jeez. Taking out Aldisto. Phew. Damn, dude, and with tons of time. Major upset in the making here. I thought at some point, Huge Problems, you were better. But instead of A4, you should have broken with C4. Opening up, the center a little bit. I thought I was losing control of the position there. I'm not, lost, but I didn't like the direction that game was taking. And when you allowed the bishop versus knight middle game, now it's, harder for white to play than black. Drinking beer again. You or me? I find that beer really helps with my dementia. No, seriously, there's a new study out today that says, very light alcohol use might reduce. Study, supports the idea that very light, 2 units of alcohol a week might actually reduce chances of having dementia or something. But I think that's bullshit, The truth is that the healthiest people are probably the ones who don't, not the ones who drink no alcohol. Probably the most healthy lifestyles are the people who drink 1 or 2 glasses of wine a week or something like that. It's not that the alcohol is making people that get dementia less. Objectively, those people who aren't totally crazy anti-alcohol and extreme, they'll drink 2 glasses of wine a week or 2 beers a week. They're probably the healthiest people, Very light alcohol use for me, yeah. Yeah, no, it takes a lot of discipline. Think about it. Who are the people that have two glasses of wine a week or 2? Who drinks 2 glasses of wine a week? A very, very, very disciplined person, So they're going to be healthy. I doubt it's cause and effect where, people who drink 2 units of alcohol are less likely to develop dementia than those who have none. It's sort of stupid. Anyway, that's my scientific take. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players with 2-0. Someone's going to get dropped. Based on tiebreak, it should be Saeed's. That means Ujwal. Ujwal, I don't understand, why is Ujwal ranked first if he is same tiebreak as Zen Chess? He has a higher performance rating. So Ujwal do white versus Cheesy Noob. Do white. Sparkle Horse do white. Everybody's do white. Zen Chess is do white. Is everyone do white? Sides is do black. It sounds like bullshit to me. Anyway. I know this beer is not curing my brain fog. But it's not making it worse either. Zaid. Uh-oh. The Pawnda-demic. Welcome everybody to the stream. Thanks to Move11 and Bijak for subscribing and the gift sub. For those of you who donated earlier, some bits. I'm suffering from brain fog. Some kind of food coma. And nobody plays the BOGO these days. Interesting. I haven't had a BOGO in a long time. Since Mr. Slow. Like 2 weeks ago or something. Immediate exchange. I think I had this against Caruana. But I'm not sure the move order was not exactly the same. I almost beat him and then I was like lost for one move. Which I was like sitting there in horror watching a mutual time scramble. Him not find the winning move. That was a long time ago now. That was like 2007 or something. Approximately 2007. That's the worst feeling though. Like, you know you're lost and you see like your opponent has a winning move and you're just like holding your breath and they don't see it. God, he was worse the whole game and then I just like blundered this stupid move in the at the end. You know, most commonly people play knight d8, but I guess knight b8 is a move as well. How many glasses of wine do you have a week? Oh, about 1.5 glasses. Take with the pawn. By all means. Feel free. How about bishop h3? Is that a cool idea? What do you guys think? Or is it just stupid? It's weird. Can't believe Aspirin is going to have to leave us during our tournament. You never leave. It sucks, dude. Doctor's appointment? 2502. It's weird. Did someone like sneak in a rated game against me or something? For some reason I thought it was higher. I never pay attention to my lichess reading anymore. I don't really care. Yeah, a5 makes sense. He's carving out a square. Very sensible. Carving out a place. Oops, Cheesy Noob didn't get the pairings right. Here I was thinking about f4. Nothing risky about that or anything. Damn, instantly. Dude, that's not good. I have 96. The tactical buzzsaw that is Sludgy. Maybe he saw I was threatening 96. I missed it last move. Oh my god, it was like crushing. I played f4 instead of knight c6. That's embarrassing. That is embarrassing. That's brain fog. I'm lucky it's still good. Even without the pawn there. Nah, I missed it last move. It was crushing last move. It would have like won a pawn and destroyed his position. It's devastating. It takes out e6, it attacks the rook, and it attacks the base of his pawn chain at c7. See, that never would have happened if you had played knight d8 instead of knight b8. I had a couple games in this line against Caruana and John Bick. Both games I was better, and both games were draws. I've never played the Queen e7 Bogo with black. I always felt it was a little bit passive. It's also kind of the main line. I don't really like playing main lines. So he decided to give me the exchange rather than lose the base of his pawn chain. Which is probably a reasonable decision, although I think the base is gone anyway. It was gone anyway. You know, f5 is an interesting move. Killer of multiple pieces. f5, knight d7, rook d3. This doesn't look good. Are you serious? The St. Petersburg Chess Club. But at some point it wasn't disbanded because they got some pretty good chess players coming out of there. No, we don't talk about that. That's not real chess. Alright, Saeed just resigned. What happened here? We're in book. Wow, so knight b8 is actually more common than knight d8. Wow, interesting. Generally, like, you take here with a knight. Your knight can head for c5 later. But, I mean, otherwise black's playing, what, e5? Castles. And now takes. Knight takes e6. Not a lot of games. Black can play e5. This is a problem. Alright, anyway. Pawnda and Horses Club. Pawnda Fast Rapid 19. We're still only on round 3. Zen Chess against Cheesy Noob. Zen Chess down to 1 minute. Cheesy Noob playing the Colorado Gambit. The time is just ridiculous. Is this like an arena or something? Why does Zen Chess have 1 minute against 4? Look at the score. Cheesy Noob won the first 2 games. He must do that to everybody. Last tournament was like 4 hours, and I like to mix it up. Sometimes 5 rounds, sometimes 6, sometimes 7. I'm just kidding. Like, you can't berserk in a Swiss tournament. Does White have a threat here? He didn't see it, of course. Zen Chess is like a pro with the mate in 2. Wow. Yeah, Cheesy Noob. Very strange player. He's beat me the last 2 games, but it's totally crazy what he does. Happened here. I thought the opening was actually good. Yeah, he was totally winning. It's insane. So interestingly, Queen F3, E6. And you would never guess, like, White's best move here is Queen A3. Oh my god, dude. Are you kidding me? I'm on it. Queen A3. What a great opening to create chaos with. Yeah, so he's not supposed to play A6. A6 is just like wasting time. But he's still got a winning position. Damn, I thought so. This looked really dicey. Wow, Zen is just totally lost. You're just totally lost. You're dropping a piece here. He didn't play Queen takes B2. That's crazy. He had 7 minutes to 2, and he didn't play queen takes b2. It's insane. Your rook's hanging, you're not castled, your knight's hanging on e5. The rook's hanging with check. You know, your king is cut off on the f-file. That's just insane. How can this happen? And black has only used like 20 seconds for the whole game. That's insane. What planet is Cheesy Noob from? Okay, Heroku against the mysterious I Need More Chess Books. What? You need more rooks. I need more chess books. Is like slow rolling here or what? Are those two pawns really dangerous? He like tanked on rook takes b6. Okay. That's weird. Yeah, let's get that pawn going. Oh my god. And I Need More Chess Books is 1500. Wait, what? 1500? Wow. 1900 in Bullet, 1800 Blitz, and 1600 in Rapid. Taking out the 1800 Heroku. Alright, with a lot of time left. Is that the only game? Yeah. A lot of players are out. No Uber driver tonight. Ruslan didn't show up. Masturbate's in last place. Masturbate, are you leaving us? 3 rounds left. Okay, I'm gonna have to play Zen chess. Ujwal won again against Dinekis. Uber driver's out driving. He usually makes it for at least a few rounds of these tournaments. The passed pawns cometh. Black not only like crushing white, but also with 4 minutes to 30 seconds. What's that about? I don't know who this I Need More Chess Books is, but his ratings are pretty weird. Oh, and he drew against me too. It was in the simul. He played a 20 CPL, but I was winning. That doesn't make sense either. I love it when the computer says that someone played almost perfectly, yet they had a lost position. That doesn't make sense, dude. How could you play 20 cent upon loss if you had a totally lost position? It must be like mobile phone analysis. I guess it's just depending like on people. They're basically like analyzing the game with their phone or something. I don't know. It seems like it's totally dependent on what they're using to play on lichess. Maybe if it's a phone, it's a lot weaker or something. Black's gonna lose. Okay. He has a time problem. I don't understand how that could happen. The game analysis is server side. That seems weird to me. It doesn't feel like it. Really, the game analysis is always server side? It seems like it seems variable. You know, like one day you got pretty accurate analysis, the next day it's all over the place. When you do the request, I don't know. I don't understand how you can have a game that's 20 CPL, a 40 move game that's 20 CPL if someone has like a totally lost position. As if they like didn't make any mistakes or something. You know, you don't get a lost position without making some pretty bad moves. Just, that should be obvious, but chess is not a game of luck. My experience is that I see inconsistency in these analyses. It seems like the accuracy or depth of the analysis is like variable. Maybe the resources are variable or something. I don't know how it works. Ujwal versus Zen chess. So the server analysis is low depth. It would probably save them a lot of computing power. I mean, they can have like everybody that clicks on analyze the game do like super in-depth analysis. I guess that would require like way too much power, energy, and resources. So, my brain fog feeling a little bit better. I had this last week where I felt horrible for like the first... Actually, wasn't it a Tuesday as well? I felt horrible for like the first half of the tournament, and then I started to feel better. Maybe it's alcohol withdrawal. So if you use the PGN to do 2 analysis, it will be different. That's interesting. But how do you do 2 analysis? Doesn't it like limit it to 1? I mean, if a game is analyzed, it's like already analyzed. Like if Zen Chess analyzes our game, and then I go to look at the game, it's already like there. Like Zen Chess already had it analyzed. How can you do it twice? Like, oh, you mean, okay. Sorry, I'm like stupid. Yeah, if you put it in a PGN. I get it. Yeah, that's interesting. Right, okay. That makes sense. I think it's variable. It doesn't seem consistent to me. It seems like sometimes it's in better depth or more depth than others. Maybe depending on what time, how many people are on, or... I managed to avoid Zen Chess for now. But honestly, I don't know who's worse to play against. Like, I'm always getting D4 lately. Everyone plays D4 against me. Not really. Just today, it seems like that. You promised not to play the London system, right? Remember this epic? There was an epic game. Or that game. Bishop f4. It's a move. Oh, I think I saw a Bobby Fischer game with one of my students last week. where somebody played bishop f4 against him, but it was a different move order. So Fischer was able to play like Grunfeld style. Here I'm committed to d6. Yeah, it was the game of the century or whatever. Donald Byrne versus Fischer. Black's pawn was back on d7 and he was castling, and then white played like bishop f4 or something like that. I just want to resign. Why are you playing that move against me? Why are you playing h4 here? Have we been through this before? H4? What is that? Yeah, that's respect. I don't know, I've never had a good player play h4 against me. Never really had to think about it seriously. It looks like they're still trying to do the London system of in some way. It's like a delayed London system attack or something like that. Totally random. The Humpy Kunaroo. Humpy had this thing where she would do like Queen C2 against the King's Indian or the Grunfeld, but she would never play H4. Evaporate the building. Yeah. I'm not castled, man. What are you attacking over there? Are you attacking me on the king side? I'm not going to castle. Let me guess. Bishop f4. There was a draw. But I lost the last game. Where I was winning, but I blundered. I remember. So here we've got a couple options. I can do like c6 and b5. Possibly knight c6. So it's an h4 classical King's Indian, whatever that is. Pretty weird if you ask me, is what it is. Bishop g4. Interesting and maybe good. We could try it. This wasn't the original plan, but White's not playing conventionally here. And that's a hole. If he had played h3 instead of h4, well, I wouldn't play h6 first of all. Right. It's like a bishop g4 variation. Oh no. You already equalized. I hope so. I mean, yeah, but I wouldn't call it a standard position, huh? Maybe you're being too optimistic. Maybe I haven't equalized. I go for e5. What else is there, you know, at this point now? My a6 move doesn't really fit in that well with knight d7. What would white play here? Knight g1? So there's knight g1. The other obvious suggestion is castles queenside. And finally white can play like rook d1. Instead he plays queen d2. Seems like less logical to me. You're moving the same piece again. It's playable, but kind of inconsistent. Knight takes e5. No. I mean, it's inconsistent to play queen c2 and then queen d2. But it's playable. What am I doing? Bishop takes f3. Am I losing a piece? So on d5, I can't play knight d4. That sucks. d5, bishop f3, d takes c6. That sucks. So I have to move my knight. d5, bishop takes f3. Pawn takes c6. If I was castled, I'd be fine. Knight d4 doesn't work. So what's he thinking about for so long? You have to do it. Yeah, this is not what black wanted. Now knight g1. White is better. Not forced. Oh, he found knight g1. I wonder if he's watching the stream while streaming himself. Coincidence, that's a subtle move. Okay, I play f5. What else can I do? Now it's just like a weird King's Indian. White is maybe better, I don't know. I hate having a bad bishop. This is a piece of crap. But I'm threatening to win a bishop. Give a bit of bishop, get a bishop. So now f3. f4! That's super aggro. Look at that. Wow. Wow, what a move. Pawn takes e4. Holy crap. Knight f6, I guess. Oh, h4 is hanging, so he has to be defending that. Yeah, looks like perfect play by white. Get down those increments while playing perfectly. That'll be standard. Yeah, I'm lucky I'm not worse here. I'm on the H pawn. Bishop takes. Damn, dude. Well, at least my bishop is alive. White's play is pretty impressive, I would say. Given their rating and stuff. Damn. Pretty impressive play there by white, I have to say. Now we'll see like perfect play. Yeah, I mean, white's like a genius. So it's like the typical, when the playing gets tough, they play better and better. When the position gets tough, the opponent just gets stronger and stronger and faster. I get that a lot. Castle's kingside. You heard it here first. I don't know, man. Castle and queenside, it's a tough choice. Damn, I don't know. Both sides aren't really safe. Yeah, the moves just flow. Go with the flow, bro. Notice how fast he'll be able to play when he needs to. This is how I lost the last time against him. Just destroyed me when I was ahead on time. With like perfect accuracy. Be careful. Knight c6. Oh, his bishop was hanging, right. Another good move. In other news, is my queen lost yet? That was a surprising move. Yeah, my queen was really hurting. Queen is back in the game. Wow. C5 and a timely move at that. That was a really timely move by white. That's C5, just in the nick of time. An instant recapture. Doesn't even have to think. I better have something here. He's starting mate in 1. Berthold Lasker. Alright. That was a weird game. I thought I was worse. Very unorthodox play by white. It's like white doesn't know any openings, and he's extremely strong with no opening knowledge at all. That's crazy. I was scared I was in trouble. Position was pretty marginal. Yeah, I was not happy after f4. I expected f3 here, you know, it's much more controlled. But f4 is scarier. So what I was talking about earlier about the strong point on e5. You think about it. People are impatient, inherently impatient. You know, f4 is like opening my bishop on g7. Well, I had b5. Wish I had more time to think. I was pretty scared here. After g4, I was worse. Check this position out. If I played knight e7, which was my plan, but white is like almost winning. Look at that. I mean, white played like a genius for a good chunk of that game. If I play this move, the obvious move, not fianchettoing my knight, it's like knight d4. I have to play knight g7 to protect the e6 square. And after queenside castles, white is slightly better. This really good play by white. Now until the very end. Yeah, knight c6 was his best move. Damn. This is the kind of thing I was afraid of, too. Kind of crazy attack. The thing is, I could have castled kingside. The computer actually wants to castle kingside, but it involves sacrificing this pawn on h6. Oh, I'm on his bishop now, so like bishop e3. Yeah, this was a weird game. Alright. Learn from your mistakes. Ha! Never. Zen chess still playing. Wow. Epic rook ending. Who's going which way? If I'm white, I'm up a pawn. It's my move, but I have no time. It has to be a draw. Zen chess has a huge score against Aldous, though. What's up with that? Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5, 3.5. What? Seriously? He played king f5 and offered a draw. Dude, what is that about? Alright, that's very cute. So we've just got 2 more rounds left. King f5 and offer draw, of course. Mr. Fancy. Well, I didn't realize that Lasker almost died in 1894. Gastric fever. What does that mean exactly? Gastric fever. Yeah, that was a good game. I really almost played 97, but I realized how bad it was. Looks like I should have castled kingside, but I wasn't sure. But you actually played really well for the first 20 moves. As strange as that opening is. H4 against the King's Indian. I know that some strong players have done stuff like that, but I would think normally not with a knight on f3. 2 more rounds to go. So it's just held to a draw. Saeed's, Chizinub, a lot of good players. Astrobate, are you still playing? You don't have to go to the psychologist? I thought you were being fancy, Zenchess, like to be cute, because you had 2 minutes on the clock. We all thought you were doing it to like show off or something. To be like a wise guy. You're playing for a win. But if you want to play for a win, you just do the Krivonosov and just never agree to a draw with rook against rook. That's really sportsmanlike. If I see someone do that, I'm like done playing them for the rest of my life. You never ever like decline a draw with rook against rook. Or dead drawn ops color bishop endings, where it's clear it's a draw. People that do that are just such useless human beings. It could be kind of a funny joke. Astrobate, are you not playing this round? I had that happen in Blitz game, Astrobate, where I was like, dropped my cigarette. I was smoking. I dropped my cigarette in the time scramble, and the classic is like, smoking player drop cigarette, pick cigarette up, and put wrong end in mouth. And you put like the burning end of the cigarette in your mouth. Are you going to tell us a story like that? Byrne put the wrong end of the pipe in his mouth or something when he lost his concentration. Oh, Zenchess and I had this before, right? You have your pet variation. I have a weird idea here. Are you ready? Ready to rumble? Did my anti-Zenchess preparations. You gotta get up pretty early in the morning to to trick Zen chess. Ka-ching. Oh, he knows this. Of course, he's booked up. It's the second time I've ever played this in my life. Where Zen chess is just playing on instinct. Hold on, my page froze. Better for white. It's a good variation, maybe. I was doing well against Zen chess till a recent loss there. Queen e7. I don't remember that being a move. Well, that's weird. Hold on a minute here. What is that? I don't remember anything about Queen e7. What is this? Do we just go about our business anyway? Is Zen chess materialistic? Weird. Alright, I don't know. I honestly don't know what I'm supposed to do after Queen e7. You're telling me you know that move? That was not recommended by the computer. I don't think. I believe the castles was the move recommended here by the opening explorer and the computer. Huh. You wanted to play e5. Oh. What an idea. Wow. That's original. More life in this position. There's life. Black is only mildly materialistic. What could possibly go wrong? As we often say here. I'm like burning my time. Well, I could just take... Well, I don't know. Just sack my queen. Do your worst. Poor Amos Byrne. The match burned down and Byrne burns fingers. At least he didn't put like a lit cigarette in his mouth. I've done that a couple times. Now, bishop b6. Okay. So how exactly does black go about completing their development here? I ask you. Kind people. There is more to life than material. Material. The important thing is that he's up a pawn. What would Leiko do? Rook b8. Wow. Oh my god, okay. I guess I'm completing my development. That's what I'm doing. Knight d7. An epic materialist. Is that what it's called? The Madonna Gambit. So Madonna got like a face surgery, like plastic surgery, and she looks totally different now. I've been reading too much like People magazine. Mr. Coffee in the house. Jesus Christ. Unbelievable. So that works. It's like perfect game by black. Screwed again. Scrooged again. Perfect Peter Leiko. And super fast. I don't know. Her whole face looks weird. It's being claimed that she got like major plastic surgery. I think it's more than Botox injections. Only move. Sanchez is like a genius. It's ridiculous. She ate too much microplastics. The thing that's difficult for me against Sanchez is his speed. He's so fast. Solid and fast. This is probably equal. It was equal to that. He's hanging his A7 pawn. Now who's materialistic? I'll take what I can get at this point. I thought you were going to play Queen A3 earlier. You remember the game when I lost to Zen Chess where it was something where his king was like... He had played F6 and weakened his king. That's the game, like... I think I lost recently. Okay. There's all kinds of nasty traps here. Check, king f7. I get back rank mated. Unbelievable. Check, king f7, rook down. Rook d1 check, bishop h3. I mean bishop f1, bishop h3. Rook e7. No way out of mate. That's nice. Nice knowing you. Alright, well, whatever. My e2 pawn is attacked. Queen a1 check. What do you want to do? I like the 6 rounds. He took the pawn. Dude, what? Seriously? I should be winning here. I mean, what's the problem? Two connect to pass pawns. When in doubt, pin yourself. That's his favorite move. I have queen e4 check. It's pretty nasty. Is it though? Uh-oh. No, 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 no. Yeah. I'm up 2 pawns in an ending. Where? Oh my God. He's so insanely fast. I mean, what does he do? How is he so fast? He never makes mistakes. Traded? Oh no. I can't stop the pawn. Three pawns for bishop, not enough? It's alarming. No way. H, really? I forgot the only way to beat Sanchez is like the end game. My God. What a game. Wow, epic. I can't believe I convinced you to trade queens. I just wanted to get the queens off the board in time pressure. So it's a draw. Not surprisingly. Descending. That game was really back and forth. What the heck was with the opening? The heck is that? Carlsen Anand. The dude said he was like, I just wanted to push e5. He's following Carlsen Anand. So I'm not supposed to play b3 here. I thought it was the best move. But it's tied with the A3. Stockfish is like B3 is better. Everyone plays A3. But I don't see why. Yeah, if you push it to depth 25, A3 pulls ahead. No, they're still close. Queen E7, Carlsen, Anand. I played this different plan, but same result as Carlsen. We transposed. But apparently it's not the best move. White should play A3. And then A5 and let you play E5. And then B4. Oh. A B4. It's like a Benko. Rook A1. Queen A1. The posting couldn't win. If bishop takes B4, I have Benoni tactics. Interesting. Alright, very crazy game. Last round. Ujwal is back with 4 out of 5 after beating Saeed's. Leaving Zenchess behind. Audisto and Zenchess have to catch up to finish at least second. And Ujwal has to win against someone good to tie with me, and I have to lose. The deadly Audisto with the white pieces. That's the best I've felt tonight. If I have a choice between the wing gambit and the reverse Philidor, I'm going to take the reverse Philidor. To be honest. But let's see. You'll win against that guy? What, you're playing Ujwal? My competitor? How many beers have you had? Chernev, the bright side of chess? Wow, I didn't even know that book. That's interesting, Asterbait. I can't wait to see what this is going to be. He's never played this before. It's always been the reverse Philidor lately. Maybe a long time ago. I can't remember what Audisto used to play before he started playing the reverse Philidor. I didn't play E4, E5 that much until recently. I've had some interesting games tonight. Not perfect by any means, but interesting. Knight takes E5, yeah. Somebody else, Ripunj Bansal, played that against me. So it's like a weird transposition to the Petrov. Okay. I'm supposed to play... What am I supposed to play? D6? Interesting. Is D5 wrong? Or right? I don't even remember. D6, I mean. I don't know about D5 here. So white does what? Like, knight f3. Normally, it's a French exchange James West variation, or this just transposes to a normal Petrov. Yeah, this is the move I was thinking about. Thinking of a number between 1 and 25. That doesn't seem right. What is this? Yeah, it's just weird. He's like lost a pawn. Yeah, it doesn't seem right. That's definitely not right. Does white have compensation for his lost pawn? Probably not. Chernev, the bright side of chess, Asterbate, page 13, 14. Man, I missed that one. I never saw that anywhere. Always look on the bright side of chess. We'll get Monty Python to do a song. Corny title for a chess book, to say the least. So just helping him develop, is that the right idea here? What would Zen chess do? Think materialistic. C5. Sorry, Zen, for picking on you. Alright. Bishop b4 check. Knight d2. And what am I going to do? Just like hand over my pawn? The thing is, like, Aldisto is legitimate, dangerous. Especially with the bishop pair. All right, we're gonna do the materialistic thing. If I play bishop b4 check, white plays knight d2, white can castle queenside. He doesn't have any weaknesses. I'm not really loving that. Blobix is here. Blobix. Did I tell you, Blobix, that I adopted your accelerated Queen's Indian? And thanks to that opening, I'm like 0-2 against 2 GMs. But the interesting thing is, I didn't lose either game. I didn't lose either game because of the opening. I lost against Bischoff in the World Senior, and I had a perfectly good position. And I just lost against Robert Marcos in another game. And again, I had like a perfectly good position. So I don't know, man, but I think it is still an issue. Like, it's a little hard to play if you're not used to it's like not the most average positions in the world that you get. So I mean, I think, like, my point is that I end up in positions where I've, like, never played this type of position before. If you play the same opening again and again and again, you know, you're very used to the ideas and the patterns and stuff, and maybe that's why I lost twice. I don't know. It makes the opening look bad because I've lost with it both times. But it's really not the opening's fault. It's a good surprise weapon, I think. People just don't take, like, they don't take it seriously. Okay, now I'm taking my opponent seriously. Thanks for subscribing, Blobix. Yeah, he's got compensation for sacrificed pawn. I mean, Aldisto's a pretty good player. I think he's kind of homeschooled, but he has a good sense for principles. I think if he had, less gambity, crazy openings, he'd probably be much stronger. So what's up here? Still up a pawn. He gave up his precious bishop pair. Normally Adisto would he's the anti-cheesy noob. He would do anything to keep the bishop pair. He's very, very good with bishops, which I think most good players are. The anti-noob. So it's funny to see him give up his bishop here a little bit. Still, I certainly don't have a lot of initiative. I was hoping he would play knight e4 now. Yeah, Blouse, but you inspired me. I like playing b6 early. I started playing against the London system. It began with that, d4, knight f6. People start doing bishop f4. I would play the Queen's Indian anyway, and I would just play b6. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting ideas, but you played it against me quite a bit. And I guess Vache plays it. Your compatriot from time to time. And of course Mamajarov, who plays every kind of weird opening under the sun. Jim's Chess is rating with party of 6. Just kind of unlucky that I lost both games with it. I guess we have to take, or do we? I could play rook d8, and then on knight takes c4, bishop takes c4, no. So I have to take. Always take. Did I tell you guys how much I love opposite color bishop endgames? I'm an aficionado. One of my favorite things about Magnus, and I'm not a Magnus fan, is that he's good at opposite color bishop endgames. Gotta respect that. Magnus wins a lot of games in opposite bishop, middle games. I think it's a lost art. Even intermediate players don't realize how much winning chances there are in positions like this. Tremendous winning chances. One pawn up. The fact that rooks are on the board makes all the difference in the world. Which way did he go? So I take... Which way do I take? Always take. I mean, it may be a draw, but we're going to play until the cows come home. With this extra pawn. Pawnda. Extra a pawn. 2 rooks on the board. You're playing it what? Against what? You know, that's interesting because Jesse played a lot of English defense. With black. So he he should have a fairly good understanding of that kind of line. The English defense is kind of similar. Very similar based on b6 for black early, hyper modern. Jesse has a good feel for hyper modernism. But he's not a particularly strong blitz player. Like, I like Jesse because he's very thoughtful. He's a chess philosopher. It looks like objectively we're winning here. Never let him see you sweat. That's like a deodorant commercial. Nils went from +4 to -6. That's what makes chess great. Isn't it? My game against Robert Marcus last week, I had to find, like, the computer says it's like 0.0. You have like 3 options. One that loses, one that's like slightly worse, and one that's like a total draw, but you have to be able to calculate like 20 moves deep or something. Chess is tough. Wow, the king. King Kong. Don't even think about it. He's given up, man. He's dropping his H-pawn now. Is this a trick? Ha ha. This reminds me that... Who was it I lost to? Oh, Summon on Sound in a game like this. Where I was white in Aldisto's situation. I just like... King Kong is the nickname gave to me. That's why you're gorillas, huh? Then naturally, you run the gorilla team. It all makes sense now. Now we trade the rooks. Now we traded the rookies. Alright. I usually play better as I go through the tournament. This might have been my best game, but obviously Audisto just like messed up in the opening with Queen E2. You know, it's funny that I also really thought that Queen E2 might be a real move here. But you know what's even more funny? A certain grandmaster, I believe from the Netherlands. I think this is, if my memory serves correct, Knight F7 is like Van der Sturen versus Reinderman or something. Knight F7. Can you imagine a GM playing that? Dude, it's not like acerbate. A game between 2 Dutch grandmasters was like Knight takes F7 and White loses to Queen E7. I mean, that's the whole point. Maybe that was a slightly different position, but it's the same idea. Queen F7 and Black is just winning. It must have been just a slightly different position. Alright. Anyway, my best game today. But Audisto actually got back to apparently a draw position. If he swaps one set of rooks, let's see. Take. If you swap both rooks, it's a draw. So, now the G2 pawn's hanging. You can't play rook E1. You'd have to play F3. So this is the question. You know, how easy a draw is this? It looks like he can force the rooks off the board with rook B8. Damn. It probably is a draw. How am I going to stop that? Wow. A5, rook B1. And like whatever I do, it's rook B8. He forces the rooks off the board. And that's a different story. Now it really is often a draw. That's what white has to be trying to do. Both rooks off, definitely a draw. Igor Shakmatovich joining the team. Thank you. I've got a challenge, but we're not taking challenges now. That was a tough tournament. 6 rounds. What happened? Is it all over? My games are always so long we can't check anyone else's games. It's kind of sad. Wow, you did win, Schumacher. You did win, but you still didn't deny him second place. He's still second place, even with a loss in the last round. Damn, dude, that's rough. Ujwal narrowly beat out Saeed and Schumacher by a one tiebreak point, or a half tiebreak point against Saeed's. They all had 4. Cry for me, Argentina. What? No, analysis stream is on Thursdays, Nils. Let's see. Sparkle Horse 6, perfect score. 2,700. I feel almost okay now. It's 10 moves. For a minor donation. For a minor donation. Alright, you are a subscriber. I'll look at a 10-move game. Yeah, send it to me quickly. We've got 27-15 performance. Ujwal with a 23-43 performance. That's solid. Saeed's third place, 2,100. Schumacher, nice job. 4th. Cheesy Noob getting a forfeit win in the last round. Look at Cheesy Noob's tie breaks. Jeez. He sat out a round and he destroyed his own tie breaks. Zen Chess leaving. They always leave after they play me. Aldisto with 3.5. Heroku 3. Goiju 3. Ruslan was here, 2.5. Urek, Pyrat. Asterbait got a win in the last round against CS Camper. Nice job, Asterbait, getting on the scoreboard. Thanks everybody for playing. We'll be doing this again next week. Which variant is that? What variant? Oh. We could just like put it on the analysis board. D4, D5. D4, D5, knight F6. That doesn't make sense, bro. Are you drunk? D4, D5. D4, D5, knight F6. What variant of chess is that? C4. Man, your keyboard is as messed up as mine. C4, knight F6. Yeah, the worst opening ever. C takes D. What? Knight F3. C takes D. You're saying knight takes? Knight F3, bishop F5. I'm going to guess. Knight D2 is the move here. Guess you didn't study the opening encyclopedia. This is Pascal Kopek, US Chess Live. Knight c3, I played in the New York Open once against some Dominican guy who was like 2100. I think I beat him easily anyway. But it's not as good. Now black played the crazy h6. No, knight c3. What? Drazic has a game in this position against somebody. You think Drazic should be playing black? h6. Why would you play knight e5 in this position, man? Bro, have you ever heard of development? This is like you're moving the same piece twice. Develop your pieces, man. Try a new piece. Alright, knight e5 is interesting. It's not that bad. c6 and then e4. Yeah, it's what did you do? Like queen b3? Oh, you play queen h5 here. Dude, why so fancy? This is like the ultimate show of respect for your opponent. When you play queen h5 in this position. That's unbelievable. Wow, black has multiple refutations. Unbelievable. Queen takes d4 is losing for white. So this is funny. He could actually play queen takes d4. Queen f7 check, king d8. And you're threatening, and he's threatening queen d1 mate. Wait, there's like no checks. Jeez, that's funny. But he of course doesn't do that. He found the very difficult g6, queen f3. Yeah, I would say you were drunk. You know, I don't know. If I didn't know better, I'd say like white was drunk when they played this game. A decent player, but yeah. White imbibed too much alcohol. Would be my guess. Or you're smoking dope or something. Maybe yeah, you've been to the like you live in the Netherlands, right? You stopped at the dope bar before the game or what? Hey man, hit the bong. G6 is just wow. You know, I actually have played e4 like in this position, dude. Just for kicks and giggles. It's a plausible gambit, like right away. I don't know. Let's just say I've had this position maybe once in my life or twice, but I would consider playing e4 here already, sacking the pawn. You have such a lead in development. These kind of gambits exist in the Slav defense. White has such a strong lead in development, it's possible. It's possible you have enough compensation. Even doing like e4 directly. But it looks like Drazic's move is just very fundamental. Knight takes c3. When it's like tempting to play queen takes b7. That'd be funny if you play queen takes b7. Black has both bishop e4 and queen d5. That would be really embarrassing if you got greedy there. Takes. And then black played e6, but he has to defend the pawn probably. Yeah, I have this variation, man. Bye. But I have this variation that I had analyzed here. Here is my game with Kopek, where Danny played. I believe that the Kopek played knight f6. Is that right? Yeah, knight f6. There was a pawn sack. Why can't I remember it? Queen b3. Queen b3, queen c8. I'm not remembering now. Something with e4. It's not this, is it? Wow, this is even possible. Now I can't remember my own variation. I'm sure it was queen b3, queen c8, and then e4. This was it. This was what I analyzed with the computer. Because against Kopech, I got nothing, and he drew. It was like g3. I have a small edge, okay, but it was nothing special. But I felt like I needed something better, so I found this with the computer. Attack b3 and then play e4 sacking a pawn. And then either way, like, white has compensation. Bishop e4, knight e4, knight e4, bishop c4, knight d6, bishop d3. And then white's, you know, white has the bishop pair and development, and compensating for the sacrificed pawn. It seems reasonable to me. No, that's embarrassing, man. I mean, yeah, this is really embarrassing. H6, dude. No, I mean, this is normal. There's even a Dubov game. You see, Danny Kopech played it against Angus Dunnington in 1998. He played it around the same time against me. It's a terrible opening for black. I don't know what he was thinking, but yeah, you gotta play e6. So I've done this here. I swear I've sacked this pawn before in Blitz. It's probably not sound. Yeah, Dubov has a lot of funny games. Dubov was not drunk. What did Dubov do? Who played this, dude? That's pathetic, man. E3. Alright. Queen b3. Kopech like won with black in this game. That's crazy. Bishop b4. White just played like kind of passively. Oh man, so he played e4 actually. He sacked the pawn. Dunnington sacked the pawn here. Justifying it. Uh-huh. He didn't have to. That's interesting. Yeah, it's a terrible opening for black. Actually, I think the best way is the Maojarov way. Like g6. Then you're supposed to play h3, bishop g7, e4, knight b6, knight c3, castles, like bishop e3. I don't know if it's better to play bishop e3 or bishop e2 here, but black's only plan is to play for f5. You can see there's actual games where Mamedyarov like seriously did this. Korchnoi did it against Ulf Andersson and lost. Mamedyarov did it against Freycinet in 2012 and won with black. Black doesn't have any other counterplay. The only thing he can do is play for f5. And it's really, really dangerous for black. It's a terrible opening. I think the Marshall defense is like one of the worst openings in existence against d4. Yeah. In fact, like, it's so embarrassing that when I play people on lichess who play this, I can't even like do c takes d anymore. I just have to like handicap myself and like play knight c3 because it's just too embarrassing. Like, their position is just so bad after c takes d. I can't even bear to like see it anymore. I'm at the point where I just like give them a chance to like make a normal move, you know, and then they go back to playing something normal. Anyway, guys, in all seriousness, it was fun. Congratulations to me for winning our tournament tonight, Nils. Sorry about that, man. Yeah, but I mean, in principle, you should take on d5, and it's fun to like destroy those people. But after a while, it gets a little stale, you know. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. We'll be back tomorrow. Weird Wednesday, unusual openings. Thanks for the stream. Thanks, Blobix, for subscribing. Move 11 for subscribing 68 months. Move 11 has only been a founder for 68 months now. It's just a little bit of time, no big deal. Almost 5 years, going on 5 years. See you later, everybody. Thank you. Bye-bye.